Hey folks, I got my VEP, so let's talk about it. If you follow our channel and if you don't, go ahead hit that subscribe button. You'll know that we travel to Malaysia quite often. I mean, just check out our Go Malaysia playlist above or below. Before I go any further, if you're only here for a specific part of the VEP application process, such as scheduling an appointment or the collection day itself, you can skip ahead to the chapter you're interested in using the links below. As most Singaporeans would likely be aware of, Malaysia has imposed a rule that from 1st October 2024, all foreign registered vehicles must have a Vehicle Entry Permit or VEP before they can enter the country. This rule, by the way, includes everyone: private cars, motorbikes, commercial vehicles, and even embassy and government vehicles. And if you fail to do so, you could be fined 2,000 ringgit or jailed for up to 6 months. Harsh. Now, my situation is maybe slightly different than most other car owners. I had actually applied for a VEP sometime back in May 2022 and it was approved and ready for collection in October 2022. The thing is, I never collected that VEP because by the time the approval came, I had decided to sell that car, which I'm just going to refer to as 2022 car from now on. Fast forward to 2024. Personal circumstances changed and we saw the need for a car again. So we got one. Let's call it 2024 car. And this 2024 car has the exact same license plate as the 2022 car because I retained the license plate. If that's confusing, hopefully this table makes it clear. Note, the license plate shown here is for illustration purposes only and it's obviously completely fictional. Anyway, since we wanted to continue driving to Malaysia, truly Asia, we needed to get a VEP for a 2024 car. But because of the license plate issue, I was not able to register for a VEP for the 2024 car. The VEP website just wouldn't allow me to do that because there was already an approved VEP with that license plate. So the next logical step was to contact the current owner of the 2022 car and ask him or her to deregister the approved VEP for that car. But then I realized the 2022 car has a different license plate and obviously not the one that's under the approved VEP. Because, again, I retained the license plate. I started to wonder, instead of deregistering the approved VEP for the 2022 car, could I just transfer it to the 2024 car? But according to everything I read online, no, the VEP is not transferable. At this point, it seemed like I had run out of options. That is, until I discovered, by chance, that I could amend my existing, already approved application on the VEP website. The vehicle license plate could not be changed, but the website actually allowed me to update other details such as the car make and model, chassis number, engine number, and so on. Turns out that the approved VEP is tied or linked to the license plate and not the vehicle itself. So the solution was really as simple as amending the vehicle details online. So if any of you are stuck in a similar situation, the key thing to note here is I was only able to do this because I'm using the same license plate that has an approved VEP tied to it. Not gonna lie, it felt like the discovery of the century for me. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Point is, I really wasn't expecting to be able to do that, but I could, so I made the necessary changes to my VEP application, submitted it for verification, and after a couple of rounds of back and forth due to minor typos, it was approved. I proceeded to make payment. It was about 41 Malaysian ringgit, then scheduled an appointment to collect the VEP. There are 4 locations that you can collect the VEP from: Danga Bay, Johor JPJ Complex in Taman Daya, Road Transport Academy in Larkin, and Woodlands. To schedule an appointment via the website, first you have to choose the location. Then you have to choose the date. And finally, you choose your time slot. And you do all of this without knowing if your chosen time slot is actually available. You only find out after you pick the time slot. And if it's available, you don't get a chance to confirm or cancel. Let me explain. Once you choose a time slot, if it's not available, a notification will pop up telling you it's not available. And then you have to choose another date and time slot all over again. And then you repeat this process until you finally chance upon an available time slot, in which case, the website will immediately confirm your appointment without giving you the option to confirm or change or cancel on your end. So when you pick a time slot, you better be sure that that's the time slot you want. Obviously, user experience could use a bit of improvement here, to say the least, but hey, on the bright side, at least it works. I chose to pick up my VEP tag at Johor JPJ complex in Taman Daya. The complex is about a 15 km drive from Woodlands checkpoint. When I arrived outside the complex, an officer near the gate beckoned my car to enter and then asked me for my paperwork. You have to bring 2 hard copy documents, a printed copy of your passport and the tag appointment slip, which you'll receive via email after making an appointment online. You'll also be asked if you made payment already, so useful to print out the receipt as well. Once the officer is satisfied that all paperwork is in order, he'll direct you to drive further inside the complex to an open-air car park and join any one of several queues of cars already there waiting to collect their VEP tag too. Not sure what the situation is like at other collection points, but at JPJ Taman Daya, several tentages have been set up in the car park. There's no queue number or queue slip here, so just pick any queue that you fancy and wait. When it's eventually your turn, a couple of TCSens employees will check that your windscreen is suitable to install the VEP RFID tag. By the way, in case you don't know, TCSens is the vendor assigned by the Malaysian government to manage the whole VEP process. Anyway, once it's determined that your windscreen passes the test, you'll then walk over to the main tentage to get your paperwork verified. At the main tentage, another TCSens employee will ask for your paperwork, then ask which one's your car, you just point to it, and finally ask whether the windscreen has been checked. Once he's satisfied that all is in order, he'll give you the VEP tag for your vehicle, after which you walk back to your car, hand it over to the other TCSens employees waiting there who will install it for you. The entire process, from the moment we arrive at the complex to collecting the actual tag and having it installed, took about 35 to 40 minutes. Not too bad. Just take note that after the VEP tag is installed in your vehicle, it's actually not immediately active. According to the TCSens employee, you have to wait till the next day after installation, log on to the VEP website and upload a photo showing your vehicle with the license plate and the VEP tag fitted inside your windscreen. Once the tag is activated, you'll be notified. Anyway, all of these instructions are on this handy little guide that you'll receive as well, so no worries about having to remember anything. Overall, the collection and installation were quite smooth and straightforward. I'm grateful to everyone at TCSens and the Malaysian government who's working hard to make sure we all get our VEP tags. Thanks, Malaysia. Hopefully this video helped shed a bit of light on the whole process, especially for those of you who haven't applied for a VEP but plan to, or if you're just curious. With that, thanks for watching this video and sticking around till the end. Please like and subscribe and catch you in the next video as we continue our travels in Malaysia. See you soon.